Welcome to the Underhyped Actionable High Growth Stocks series. This is part 2. So in this video, I'm going to share with you only 4 stocks, but they are likely to be triggered within just few days. So definitely check out my trading plan that will complete with the entry and also the stop loss that I set with just the simple pullback strategy and also the breakout trading strategy. So without further ado, let's just get started now. So the first stock is Fiverr. So I'm not sure if you have heard of Fiverr or have used Fiverr. I certainly do. I've been using Fiverr for quite a lot of the times, and I think it's definitely a great platform for the freelancing services. So you can see that Fiverr is actually quite a monster stock. It actually IPO in about 2019. That's somewhere around $40. So actually it built up the plan, a base plan right there. So you can see this is a accumulation structure, and the real movement actually started just right after this COVID sell-off in 2020 March, and subsequently we have seen this sign of strength rally followed by a backing up action right there, and then the rest is history. So if you just trade this kind of the breakout from about 40, or even the backup action is about 60, and you can ride all this tremendous trend to about 240 at the moment. So this is an incredible run and is very much a strong momentum stocks. So we can see that it just pretty much travel within this up channel, and pretty much we have seen the acceleration to the upside right there. So this is an acceleration to the upside and followed by this change of character. So whenever we see this kind of the situation, I think this is quite a typical type of the temporary halt of the uptrend, at least for now, because this is a climatic up move, and that also coincide with the channel overbought. So that's the up channel, and we just bump into the channel overbought, and subsequently this is the change of character with the increasing of the supply. So in case you're still wondering, I think this is pretty much the largest down move. Maybe it's similar to this. So my plan is actually to trade this kind of the pullback or either the breakout, because not all the time whenever we see this kind of the change of character, it will definitely stop the uptrend. Sometimes it will just continue and ramp it up further. So the likely scenario is to actually we'll see a bounce up from the support level. So we see that supply has been increasing, especially on this bar right there with a true range, and my plan is actually to wait for a further pullback. So I have just boxed up this support area that also coincide with this previous resistance, now probably turning a support level. So this box area is actually drawn up based on the support resistance and also the volume as well. So ranging from around 220 to pretty much, let me see what's the value right there. So that's about 228, or you can say it's about 230. So I'm just waiting for the price to actually interact with these boxes and to see how it can turn up or bounce up from there. So if you can just bounce out with a kind of a reversal bar signal, then that could be a great long signal. Otherwise, if it just turn up from there, then I will see how you actually interact from there. So at the moment, I'm still waiting for the price to come to this position. Because of the increasing of the supply, I think that it might just have a further test of this previous downswing right there. Alright, so this is Fiverr. So next one is Uber. So I'm sure that many of you or all of you have heard about Uber. So probably not a stranger to Uber. So Uber has just hit an all-time high level, currently undergo a pullback. So let's just take a look right there. So if you're a pattern trader, you probably can recognize some kind of the pattern right there, maybe a rounding bottom, or maybe not that beautiful rounding bottom, or some kind of the cup and handle. Anyway, that's just for the pattern. But the thing that I'm actually very interested about is right after this big accumulation range, we have seen this breaking out. So that's the sign of strength rally. So out of this, we can see that there's a bit of the losing of the up momentum, and followed by a backup action. But right now, just a few days ago, about maybe a week ago, that bar right there actually just break out of this resistance. So that will actually conclude this accumulation range, followed by the backup action. So that will officially enter into the markup phase. So I think it's a great timing to just trade this stock. So right now I'm actually waiting at least either the pullback or breakout type of trading. So the breakout type of a trading is very simple. So once it's actually break above and commit above about $60, which is the previous swing high level, then I'll just enter long. So with a stop just below maybe about 54, somewhere around there. Otherwise, if have a chance to have another test, then likely I'm aiming for this zone that I box up in orange color right there. So that's somewhere around 54.7 to about 55.7. So this zone right there is pretty much near the resistance or turn the support level, and is drawn up with the volume detail as well. So likely I think it can just provide some kind of the support. So if you can just have another test and bounce up from there, then I'm pretty much in. We'll enter a long position somewhere around this box area, and with a stop maybe about 52. So that's my trading plan for Uber. So because it's an all-time high stocks, so I think we can just using the trailing stop loss to manage the trade to maximize the profits. So next one, PayPal. So again, this is another big name, and I'm sure you're using PayPal or at least heard about PayPal. So right now is at the all-time high level. So let's take a quick look at the history. So we can see that there is a reaccumulation range right there in 2018 to 2019, subsequently ramping up, sign of strength rally. But we see that there is actually a shakeout type of action during the COVID sell-off last year, but that did not really damage the whole structure. So we see that that is the whole structure, and with the shakeout type of action, but look at how quickly it actually recovered back inside this reaccumulation range. So subsequently we have seen this tremendous run up. So this is a very nice run up until somewhere around September last year. Then it had this kind of the change of character, which essentially stopped the up move for this up move temporarily, and go inside this trading range for reaccumulation purpose. So within this range, one thing that is interesting is we have seen this kind of the increasing of the supply that's during the change of character. Subsequently, there's a spike of this volume right there, but that did not really break below the immediate support level or the previous swing low level. So that's definitely bullish, and subsequently followed by another test with a higher low, despite with relatively high level of the supply. But that doesn't matter because it did not really show up the bearish price action in the price structure that suggested that there is some kind of the supply absorption right there. And right after that, we have seen this minor sign of strength followed by a backup process and then another ramp up. So this is a bigger backing up structure. So right now is undergoing this backup process. But we see that out of this past 4 or 5 trading sessions, there's an attempt to break out. So I think it's great that now we have 2 choices. So one is wait for the price to just show its on action. So if it just break out and commit above this previous swing high resistance right there, then I can just long there, probably with a stop somewhere around 240. However, if it just retrace back, because right now we have seen a very mild retracement or pullback with slight increasing of the supply. So I'm wondering if it will have another chance to have another test, maybe form a higher low or even touching this box area. So this zone right there presents a very good chance or good entry, very low risk to enter long. So somewhere around 233 to about 234 or 235. So if I see some kind of the price bounce up from there with some reversal type of a signal, then that will become my long entry with a stop, a conservative stop just below about 225. So that's my plan for the PayPal. Alright, so overall the structure is very bullish because that is definitely a reaccumulation structure, sign of strength rally, backing up, and now is attempting to break out. So either a breakout trade or a pullback that will become long entry, or in case the pullback comes first, then that could be the first entry, and second entry could be scaling in with a breakout type of the entry. So that's my plan for PayPal. So next one, JMIA, Jumia Technologies. So this is a stock that I have never heard about, but certainly in terms of the price structure, I think this is a very bullish stock. So in case you're still wondering, let us walk through this stock quite a bit. So that's the history of the stocks. Started in about 2019 May. We've seen a downtrend and shortening of the trust, and then building up a range, a base right there. The real action actually started in somewhere around last year after the COVID sell-off. So during the COVID sell-off, that's somewhere around there, we see that the movement isn't that great because certainly I think there is lack of the supply or the exhaustion of the supply, and eventually there is a lot of the participation in July or August. So we see a ramping up followed by another grinding down type of the movement as a test with decreasing supply level. So subsequently we see another rally with very shallow type of a pullback, and then the rest is a history. Then that comes with the sign of strength rally with an increasing of the demand, and right now the structure is very interesting. So what I actually suspect is something like this. So I just will tag this as a accumulation structure, or you can tag this as a cup and handle type, and then breaking out, pulling back, tested the resistance turn support, and right now what I actually see is this sign of strength rally. So that is actually a change of character. So we have an uptrend type of the action followed by another pullback, form a higher low. So could that become a upsloping type of the range for a reaccumulation? So at the moment it's still yet to be seen. However, at this last rally up, I think followed by this shallow type of a pullback, that could become a sweet spot to enter long if it just break out for this previous swing high, or I think I will take this swing high level somewhere around 48.9, about $49. So this is something different, because every time that we have seen a sharp rally, then here's a pullback, another good rally up, then this is quite a significant pullback. right now, so this is a third rally. So the pullback that we have seen is some kind of the horizontal type of the consolidation with decreasing of the supply level. So I think this is generally a good sign. So that could become a supply absorption in progress. However, I just need to wait for a confirmation, which is some kind of the breaking out type of the signal. So that will be very simple and straightforward. Once it's breakout, then I'll just enter long and with a stop somewhere around here. So that could be around 41, about 41. Otherwise, if it pullbacks, then this is my box area. So I think this presents a very low risk entry and provides some kind of the great support structure. So that is somewhere around 38.4 to about 40.5. So this is the area that I'm looking at. So if we can just bounce up from this area, then certainly that could become my long entry for this Jumia. Alright, so after that, if it's for the pullback entry, then somewhere around here could be the stop. That is around 34, so or 35. So that's my trading plan for Jumia. Alright, so I think that's the end of the video. By the way, one thing that I find it's very important at this moment, at this juncture right now, is the overall market condition, because right now I think the market is kind of overbought. Let's just quickly go into the S&P or even the Nasdaq is fine as well. Just want to quickly show you the current market condition. So you can see that right now we have seen some kind of the climatic up move followed by a very shallow type of the pullback. So on this day, I believe this could be Friday, we have seen the increasing of the supply, but it did not really have any follow through to the downside, because it just reversed next day, next session, and then followed by this ramping up, breaking all-time high level. But if you just take a look at this channel, so that's pretty much a channel overbought situation. So let's just watch out whether it will have another pullback, or simply it will just accelerate it to the upside, and then we have probably waiting for a significant correction. So definitely watch out for the current market condition while you are swing trading or position trading this great high growth stocks or high momentum stocks. This is the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it. So if you'd like to learn more on how to increase your winning rate, definitely check out the video that showed up on the screen right now. And do remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also to get my weekly stock watch list update and exclusive content for free. The link is in the description below. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.